Hello BookTube, my December manga order has arrived today. What I do is every month I put in a pre-order for the following month's forthcoming volumes of manga in the series that I actively follow, and debuting volumes of series that I would like to try out. I usually put these pre-orders in with Book People. The great bookstore in Austin, Texas. What Book People does is they collect the book volumes in the order until all of them have come in, and then they ship them to me in one box. So I usually get my monthly pre-orders a week or two into the new month. So my December pre-orders have come in 9 days into January. So let's get started with the 6 volumes that I have today. First up is Demons of the Shadow Realm, Volume 9 by Hiromu Arakawa, who is most famous for Full Metal Alchemist. A debilitated Akio explains why he betrayed the Kakamori clan to a bewildered Natsuki. Nearby, mountain gods' relics explode without warning, allowing Akio to flee captivity and unite with his enigmatic new companions from western Japan. Hana is subsequently summoned to a clandestine meeting of Higashi village agents, where the same hostile force that attacked the Kakamoris has planted another set of bombs. So stuff's starting to hit the fan. So Demons of the Shadow Realm is about two twins, Yuru and Asa. They were born in a hidden village in Japan that is outside of time. Not necessarily because of any magics, but just because it's isolated, and they've kept it isolated for centuries. When the story begins, a military force attacks the village, seemingly led by Asa. And Yuru and an individual called Dara, who acts as a go-between between the village and modern Japan, flee the village along with 2 demon guardians, left and right, who are the demons of the Shadow Realm of the title. And he goes and finds out what's going on, and hoping that he and Asa can find their missing parents, and also deal with all the other things that are going on. So I've been enjoying Demons of the Shadow Realm for quite a few years now. It's a monthly series, so new releases are few and far between every year. Next is Volume 18 of Zom 100, Bucket List of the Dead by Haro Aso and Kotaro Takata. After spending years toiling away for a soul-crushing company, Akira's life has lost its luster. But when a zombie apocalypse ravages his town, it gives him the push he needs to live for himself. Now Akira's on a mission to complete all 100 items on his bucket list before he, kicks the bucket. Akira and the gang arrive at the International Space Station and find themselves face to face with space zombies. Takamina and Ukaji suit up and take a spacewalk to find a way to get the team back to Earth. But they encounter an unexpected problem. Meanwhile, Shizuka and Akira embark on their own mission to uncover the origin of the zombie virus. So things are definitely hitting up with Zom 100. Next is Mission Yozakura Family, Volume 20 by Hitsuji Gondaira. Taiyo Asano has been on his own ever since his parents died. The only one who seems to care for him is his childhood friend and classmate Mutsumi Yozakura. But Mutsumi has a secret. She is the head of a family of spies. Momo left letters for each of the Yozakura siblings, detailing how they can become stronger and defeat Asa. So everyone but Mutsumi and Taiyo leaves the mansion, on their training journeys, kicking off the Yozakura family's last and biggest mission. Then, after 5 years have passed, so there's going to be a time skip. Next, in sticking with the Volume 20s, is Volume 20 of Four Nights of the Apocalypse by Nakaba Suzuki. Percival and his friends have journeyed into Camelot to stop King Arthur once and for all, and with Gawain's help, they reach the Cauldron of Enwithen. There they manage to find Tristan with ease, but he doesn't remember them, and reacts to their warm welcome so coldly that they almost doubt he's the prince they know. While taken aback by this turn of events, they still manage to secure spots in the top 16 of the gladiatorial festival, and much to their surprise and delight, so do Isolde and Chion. The first one-on-one matches of the tournament begin. Can one of our heroes make it all the way to the top of the ladder and claim an opportunity to take down Beltripe? We shall see, but regardless, it's a tournament arc. Suzuki is rather fond of tournament arcs, given that there were 2 in Four Nights of Seven Deadly Sins, which is a prequel series or original series to the Four Nights of the Apocalypse. Although not nearly as much as obsessed as Togashi, who had 3 in Yu Yu Hakusho and at least 1 in Hunter x Hunter, but that's a subject for a different day. DanDaDan Volume 16 by Yukinobu Tatsu. Momo and Okarun task Turbo Granny with uncovering who picked up Okarun's family jewel from the police station. She succeeds in infiltrating the station, but is quickly thwarted by its computer system. Undaunted, the pair decide they'll try again, but on their way home, they run into the Zerpoan Rokuro, and it's through his powers that they're able to identify the culprit. But why is it that guy? I'm assuming it's this guy, but who knows? And finally, Astro Royale Volume 3 by Kin Wakui. Hibaru Yotsurugi, the only biological heir to the Yotsurugi Yakuza family, is caught in a power struggle with his adopted siblings over who will be the next boss. But when a meteorite crashes into Tokyo and people begin manifesting mysterious powers called Astros in the aftermath, their gang war becomes superpowered. Hibaru's battle against Shio reveals a new piece of information connecting the Yotsurugi family to the meteor and the emergence of Astros. Meanwhile, a new enemy shows his face, and he seems to hold a personal grudge against Hibaru and his family. So, wonder what's going on here, and I wonder how this story is going to wrap up in only 3 more volumes after this one. Astro Royale only lasted for 6 volumes. Anyway, so that was my December manga haul. To do a Steve Pyramid, once again, Astro Royale Volume 3, DanDaDan Volume 16, Four Nights of the Apocalypse Volume 20, Mission Yozakura Family Volume 20, Zom 100 Volume 18. This should go on the bottom. And Demons of the Shadow Realm Volume 9. So my plan is to read these 6 next Saturday. Not tomorrow, but the following Saturday, which I will repeat again shortly with weekly reads, and then next week with weekly reads, because the preview from next weekly reads will feature Saturday. And then I'll talk about these volumes that following Monday, if that makes any sense. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put these books up and get ready for weekly reads. So I will see you again shortly. Until then, BookTube, thank you, have a great afternoon, and stay safe.